Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, the show. I'm your host, L. Robinson, and today's subject is a little ditty that I like to call "It's Always Good as Long as It Stays in the Hood." Alright? You're wondering what that's all about, right? Alright, let's bring forth the People's Exhibit number 1A. Or should I say 4L, as in 4 Loko. Okay? You guys remember this, right? 4 Loko, okay? Just a few months ago, it caused an uproar, okay? Because college kids was overdoing it. So, what is 4 Loko? Okay? I guess it's a malt liquor with, I guess, like a Red Bull additive, okay? Uppers and downers never really mix too well, but especially when done in excess, usually makes a bad experience. However, the whole what 4 Loko does to you is not the subject of this episode. Ken, gone! Okay. What we're talking about is how come things like 4 Loko, the synthetic weed, the salts, everything else is always fine and dandy as long as it stays in the local bodegas and gas stations of the hoods across America. Okay? And this is not a new concept. Okay? Let's take crack, for instance. Okay? I can't give you the exact date that it hit the streets and was off and running. Okay? But we're going to say just a little bit after Richard Pryor burned himself up. Okay? And I don't mean that in a humorous way, but I'm just using that as a timeline. Okay? Heroin, same difference in the 70s. Okay? What I, as a person living on the same planet you are starting to notice is that all of these things are good as long as they stay up in the hood. Meaning our barrios, our ghettos, our projects across this great country. There never seems to be a problem. And again, I went over this in my book. The crack epidemic, okay, did not become an epidemic until little suburbia Susie and Johnny started emptying out their college funds to get high. Okay, then Nancy Reagan, her great wisdom, decided that, oh, this is a national emergency, we must stop this now. Okay, yeah, but that's a couple of years too late for the people that had already been going through this up in the hood. Okay, like I said in my book, The Ghetto Survival Guide for Blacks and Latinos, it's never, the poster child is never a black or a Latin mother that has to turn tricks to support her habit and feed her kids. Okay, it's always that little pale-skinned person, that just might not make it completely through college. Okay, again, it's kind of unfair. If it's we all live in this country, okay? We all live in the United States, okay? If it's a problem for one, it should be a problem for all. No matter how you look at it, okay? If lives are being destroyed, lives are being destroyed. It's almost like I said in the last clip, okay? Once a person is gone, we will never know what potential he had to offer the rest of the world, okay? And that's not contingent on the color of their skin. Okay? Now, 4 Loko has been sold in bodegas for at least a minimum. Let's not even concentrate on how long it's been sold. Somebody released it. Somebody got the okay to sell it. Someone got the okay to manufacture it. Okay? So somebody along the way in this government gave them permission to sell 4 Loko. Okay? Now, the fact that Susie drank 5 cans of 4 Loko and decided that she was going to let the football team have a go at it, okay, doesn't bring any bearing or relevance to the light that if you thought it was dangerous in the beginning, why was it okay for it to stay up in the hood? Okay? Look at Malt Duck. Look at Cokie 900. Damn, they still sell Old Gold. Okay, again, it's a systematic destruction of our communities. Who remembers back in the 90s? the candy syrup pins that look like hypodermic needles. Come on. It's not like someone is walking into these stores with a box of this, of these items and saying, listen, can I just sell these on consignment? No, at that time you can find it in any local bodega. Okay? However, all it takes is one Caucasian kid to come to school with it, and it's a problem. Okay? Again, it's this whole double standard thing. You know, I'm quite sure Four Loko fucked up a couple of, excuse my French, messed up a couple of black or Latin people's lives. But see, that wasn't important at the time. Okay? I'm sure before Nancy got up on TV and said, oh, I'm Shakes the Clown, and we've got to stop this crack epidemic, I'm quite sure there were quite a few black and Latin families that were left in disarray because of the crack cocaine epidemic that wasn't called an epidemic until, here we go again, you get Susie and Johnny screwing up in school, and now there's a problem, okay? This is back in the 70s, heroin. Heroin stayed. It stayed in the ghettos of America, okay? Wasn't really a problem. Nobody really cared, okay? But then when it started to cross-reference, okay, and Susie and Johnny decided that they wanted to have a little fun and come up in the hood, okay, and maybe Susie or Johnny, or maybe both Susie and Johnny overdosed, then here we go again, it's a problem, okay? And what makes it so bad is that, you know, for the same purpose that police seem to have checkpoints in predominantly black communities when 2 or 3 blocks down the road there's a whole nightclub scene going on, and supposedly they're doing this to stop drunk driving. Okay, you know, again, you know, this is the hoods become ground zero. Okay, because what happens is Susie, Johnny, and Tyler come up into the hood to copy a little bit of whatever it is that they need to get them through the night or through the day, okay, and then they move on, okay? Growing up in the projects, I have actually seen cops let a white person make a purchase or a buy, okay, and wait until they leave and then go arrest the person that sold them the drugs. Wow. Now, granted, the law is the law, okay? If you're selling drugs, it's illegal. So, yeah, the drug dealer had to go. But what's the penalty for the person that's keeping them in business? I mean, think about it. He made a sale. He got money. I mean, the crime is he sold an illicit substance for cash, okay? And the law so reads that you're not supposed to buy drugs. So, where's the fairness in all of that? You know, and it happens constantly because you see on a Friday or Saturday night, you see a bunch of high-profile, expensive cars cruising through what would be considered the ghetto, okay, with white people driving them, okay? What do you think they're there for? What do you really think they're there for? But what you're going to do is, see, you're going to put the blame on us. It's all our fault, okay? Because we get the stuff over here, we ship it over here, we distribute it over here, okay? We pay off the cops to ride shotgun with drug distributors. See, we're doing all of that. No, we're not, okay? No, we're not. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and white America, as we have found out from the Andrews Air Force Base little... I can't say because it hasn't been proven, but we know what went on. We know what went on. Okay? So, you know, I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar business, and white America has their hands in it someplace. They have their hands in it someplace, but you know what? We're always going to take the fall for it. No matter how you look at it, we're going to take the fall for it. FBI agent can drop a kilo of cocaine or heroin in front of my door, okay, and tell me you have no choice but to sell this, but at the same time you're going to get rich, okay? But you know what? If I get caught, guess who's going to jail? By themselves. Okay? But I'm drifting, and I do that sometimes. What I'm talking about is with this whole new designer drinks, I guess you would call them, designer drugs, and stuff like that. For some strange reason, as long as it stays up in the ghettos, in the hoods, in the projects of America, America never sees a problem. Okay? Even with the illicit substances. It's so strange now that if you look at the I guess the dialogue online as far as the designer drugs are concerned, it seems strange that they would say that you're, in a nutshell, that you're better off buying the illegal substance because you don't know what's in the designer substance. But then again, the reality is you don't know what's in the illegal substance. Okay, you don't know how many people have stepped on stuff if they put rat poison in it. You remember that from the 70s. Okay, when whole communities were dying off because they were stepping on heroin with rat poison, which was another reason why it became a national epidemic. Okay, so, this may be a little bit disjointed, but I think what the message I'm trying to bring across is holding true. Okay, for some strange reason, everything is gravy as long as it's us in our neighborhoods destroying ourselves. Once white America decides they want to play too, then it becomes a problem. Okay? And we're seeing it now. Okay? And as far as the whole designer thing, I got a whole nother twist that I want to bring up. Okay? That's going to show you guys a little bit about government involvement and government trickeries. Okay? Hey, listen, I just wanted to make this one kind of brief. You know the deal. Real talk the show. Hopefully you feel what I'm saying. If not, hit me, email, video, whatever. Okay? Let a brother know how you're feeling. Okay? But next time you're in your local bodega, just take a peek at some of the things that are questionable. Okay? That are actually not made in the bag. They actually have packaging. They actually have a barcode. They actually have a stamp. Therefore indicating that this has been considered by some government agency or the other as a legitimate product. And next time you're in a local grocery store and let's say an affluent community, see if you see those same products. That's all I'm saying. Real talk show, L. Robinson, your host. Peace!